Hello, hello, everybody. This is Julia Jordan, your favorite real estate agent with Keller Williams, The Woodlands. I am starting doing some Facebook Lives, and I am trying to have some peeps here on the call that might be interesting to you.
Do you see me?
Hey!
We are live.
Hey, we're alive, you and me. Jorge is
Yes.
my work husband. Uh, so- I'm just being silly. Hey, I see you are dressed like an adult. Me too. Look.
Yeah, I had to dress
Yeah.
up today. I came into the office, take care of some admin stuff, so I had to look presentable. I didn't
There
want to
you
scare everybody here
go.
at the office.
Yeah, you clean up nicely. Ooh,
Thank
thumbs
you,
up.
thank you.
Okay, Jorge. We went to the Astros game the other day. Was a whole lot of
Yes.
fun. You're
Go
always my
Astros.
go Astros. Woo! I wish I had my little scarf still here. Wait a second. Did you trash your scarf? I think I
Mm.
trashed my
No,
little
it was a
orange
towel. We
scarf.
received a towel as soon as we walked in. It was a towel, so
I
our
know.
rally towel. So
I
just so
know.
everybody knows, I'm sure you know the Astros won, and
The
we'll
Astros
win the
won.
next round ALCS starting tomorrow. So, but I think we're
That
gonna
was
get
not a
started on
question.
the market, right? I know a lot of people are nervous so about this market. So I'm glad I'm on the line with Julia, one of the experts here at Keller Williams in the Woodlands. So I'm excited for this conversation and where we're
Yeah.
going.
Okay, Jorge, tell me, how do you see the market? Are you terrified?
No, I mean there's a perfect situation for everybody because everyone's at different places in their life. Um, I have people that they're renters and they ask me, is right now a good time to buy? And if you're a renter, it's always a good time to buy because you're paying 100% interest. So if you're worried
Right.
about 7% interest, that you should worry about the 100% interest you're paying already for that rent. So
Right.
if you're a renter, it's always a good time to buy.
What is a good price range to start? I know you and me have some favorite new home builders right now, and right now new home builders are super competitive. Where do you bring your peeps when they're a little bit skinny on the financial side?
So when they're looking for a more economic valued property. I have great relationships with, we have Centex, we have DR Horton, with Express Homes,
Yep.
Ross Coleman. There's just so many now, just because of this market, they know that their market now is to first time home buyers and entry level homes just because of the price in this specific market due to high interest rates. But they're doing a phenomenal job. They're actually reducing the prices
Right.
significantly. And then
Right.
also they're buying down the rates. So
Right.
for our clients that are scared about buying a home because of the 7-8% interest rate going on right now, a lot of these new home construction builders are offering 4-5% interest for 30-year fixed. So that may
That's
take care of,
amazing.
yeah.
Amazing rates. Yeah. And I heard you get washer, dryer, garage door opener, grass, sprinkler system. Like you get all these things. Last 2 years, we did not even dare as agents with new home builders to ask for a fridge. We were told there are no fridges. They cannot buy fridges. I don't know if it is true or not. But all of a sudden, everybody is very nice to the home buyers when they buy new build homes, as well as those that do not have too deep pockets, right? Oh, Jessica Sinclair is on. Hey, Jessica, write some comments, some thumbs up. It's my first live with a shared screen. Yeah, awesome. Where do you see interest rates going, Jorge? Do you have any idea?
So I don't have a magic crystal ball, but just due to the recession and due to what the Feds, in a sense, kind of have to do to take care of inflation, I expect rates to go up perhaps a bit
Hey,
more.
Matt. Yeah.
And then I'm looking at 2023, end of first quarter, mid gear, they'll probably start going down a bit, you know.
Okay.
And hopefully, this is just me hoping, 2024 we'll start getting back down to the, fives and fours and interest rates go back to the normal rate that we're expected as far as the 4 and 5% interest rate.
Okay. What will you do in the meantime? Because Jorge is my work husband. We met first time ever at an ugly house that I was planning to buy, and Jorge was like, "Hey, if you ever have something like that come across, please don't forget about your friend Jorge." And I'm like, "Well, I'm on my way in an hour." And guess who was there? Jorge, right? You came out.
Yes,
You
I
remember that?
was. I
And I wanted
do.
to black her all out, like black tiles and black kitchen and black everything, and then I ended up not buying it. But that was a whole nother story. So are you buying right now, Jorge, or are you investing all your piggy bank money in a brand new truck, or what's going on as an investor?
A little bit of everything. So if obviously if the right deal comes about, I'll purchase. I have equity in my home, a lot of equity in my home right now, where my primary residence. So I could take money out of that, purchase a rental property. So that may be my next step for the next investment that I have. Utilize the assets that I already have in my property to purchase more assets and just create more generational wealth for the future and for my family. So as you know, I have an 8-month-old, so I
I
got to start
know.
building up the empire for the baby and the future babies that I have to come. So
There you go. More homes, more babies. So you are positive. Jorge,
yeah,
thumbs up.
yeah,
Let's not let's not be depressed. Let's not be sad about, honestly, historically, people should not be freaking out about 7% interest rate. We were just so rotten spoiled with, I had clients financing for 2.4%. I mean, I had mortgage envy because I never came down to that level. But
yeah.
some have been, but that was just outrageous cheap. But right now, even 6, 7, 8% historically, we're completely normal. We are right now on the historical average, actually. Okay, wonderful. So you say thumbs up to buying. Um,
Now, Julia, real
Anything
quick.
else?
So I know we have a lot of clients, and the general clientele that we have that is scared of 6, 7, even maybe 8%. Now, I know the answer. I want to see if you know the answer, and I'm sure you do because you're an expert.
Try
Julia,
me.
what was one of the higher rates nationally and here in the United States historically for interest rates?
Historically, I'm so young and you are so young. We have not even seen those days, right? So there were definitely times over 18%. And funny wise, we just talked, I think, on the way to the Astros game about that. That's why you pick up on it. 18%. And those old days mortgages, they would not even pay themselves off. You would just pay interest, and
Yeah,
they would pay interest like right now on credit card. By the way, people have no bloody shame of putting money on their interest on their credit card and paying 18% interest or 22% interest or even more on their credit card. But then they discuss so much about something so valuable like a home. So
yeah,
historically, what happened, interest rate were easily 12, 18%. And what people should be doing is buying right now. How we say in real estate, you date your interest rate, but you marry the house. I personally don't marry the house. I change my houses like the underwear
yes,
if it makes financial sense. But if you love the house and if it is the right decision, you want to have a pool, you want to have it larger, you want to have it smaller, you want to be in the right school district, you want to be in a cheaper district, whatever is your reason, you want to have an easier commute to your workplace, buy the house right now. Don't be scared to death about 8% interest rate, or maybe we go up. I talk to certain lenders and they talk about that next year they can definitely believe it would be going up to a 10%, 12% interest rate. Buy the house anyways, and just be friends with the thought that you have to refi in a year, in 2 years, 3 years, and those payments, you're stuck with it. I bought a very expensive house, or at least for my taste, a very expensive house right now, and the interest rate, I got locked in at 7% because I finance so much and my credit score is just there that I'm okay with financing, but I'm not the prime candidate. I buy anyways because the house was a good financial decision. It was exactly the house what I wanted to be, where I wanted it to be. So I am in the same boat. You are in the same boat, like all our clients. We are talking from our personal life as well. And you buy, I buy, like you said earlier, you find the right house, you will move forward buying it. And then later on, no problem, just refi. You pay about 5K for a refi, and interest rates go up, go down, And I know many lenders, they do expect next year interest rate to go down. I hope that will happen. It probably has a lot to do with a midterm election and how strong which side will be and what they all decide on. And when interest rate goes down, you simply talk to your go-to lender. If you don't have a go-to lender, I will bring several on these lives, and you just pick the one that you think looks the best, is the smartest, or gives you the best interest rate, however you pick your lender. And then you simply refi. Yes, you have to pay for the refi, but think about, most people do not expect home prices to fall. You always have to calculate how much will home prices fall. That is all telling the future. No one knows. So what you try to do is you try to time the market. That is like stock market. You can be lucky, you can be wise, you can make a mistake. No one knows. So what we recommend in real estate is you buy the house that fits your lifestyle, you buy the house that is right for you, and in case rates go down, you simply live with the idea of spending another 5K and refining. What do you think about all of this?
I agree, and I think that's why we get along, because we have similar viewpoints, and I agree completely with you, Julia.
Yeah, I only put people on a live that agree with me. No, I'm just kidding. No, it should actually be a conversation, but like an exchange of knowledge. And if someone has a different viewpoint than me, that is definitely very interesting too. And who knows if you are right in the end? Who knows if I am right in the end? But I think the how do you say? The bottom line is, don't lose hope, and the market is changing always. And what people do forget, in a market that is shifting, there is opportunity to purchase. And when everybody is frozen right now, everybody's frozen, everybody, like all my clients are like, oh, let me wait for the end of the election. Guess what? When the market is frozen, there's opportunity for you and me to buy, and probably also for our investor mindset people. That's what I think. I think right now is a very good time to buy, actually, if you dare.
Yeah.
Right? And if you
So
have
there
enough
was a lot of,
financial wiggle room.
yeah, so let's bring up a certain situation that we were all in the last 2 years. We had clients that really wanted a house, needed a house because they needed to move somewhere because they would be homeless, but they had to, a lot of them overpaid for their property because there was too much competition, not enough houses, interest rates were low. So that mixture led to that, overpaying for houses. Now we're
Yeah.
kind of in the opposite effect, where there's actually more houses, more supply of houses, less buyers, and interest rates are up. So
Yeah.
for those people that kind of sat this season out, the last season of not over, they didn't want to overpay because they weren't going to overpay for their property because interest rates were low, and then there's too much competition. Right now is the time for them to buy and refi later.
Yeah.
So I think that's a great
100%.
opportunity. I actually have a client right now that, as soon as we entered the market, I educated her on the market. Right away, she said, nope, I am not overpaying for a house. Guess what? She already purchased one now because there was price reductions, and she's going to refi later. So she's in a
Yeah.
happy place. She actually was interested in that same neighborhood, and she actually now, because of price reductions,
Yeah.
paid, I think, 80,000 less than she would have if
Yeah.
she would have bought it before.
Yeah.
So,
And it's a
yeah,
little trade-off. You can get the house cheap, you pay more for the interest rate,
yeah,
or other way around. In the past 2 years, you were very cheap on the interest rate, but then you had the bidding war. And there are
exactly.
people, oh, we got a lot of likes for that statement. And there will be people that always wait for the next shift and say, what we want to try, get together, is low interest rate and low home prices. And I personally believe this will not happen. Again, like you, we don't have the crystal ball, we cannot tell the future. But I personally do not believe home prices to really fall. And I do not believe interest rate to go down to 2.5% again. I think when you have it at a 7-8% right now, be okay that us agents can negotiate for you. Right now, the buyers are already in the driver's seat. We're not officially a buyer's market. How we run our numbers with inventory compared to demand, et cetera, et cetera. It's not an official buyer's market, but guess what? The buyer definitely is already in the driver's seat, and the listing agent is not anymore. We try our very best, but it got completely different, got very tricky. And I tell you what, I also believe we will lose a lot of agents because many agents are rotten spoiled by the last 2 years. It was so easy. We got used how to handle that market, and it basically changed on us overnight. You are not scared. I'm not scared. You and me will always eat. We will always survive. Our kids will have shoes for winter. But many agents will not be able to shift. What also means a lot of our clients that have a friend of a friend or the sister or the cousin who has a real estate license, they will not do a good service. So honestly, with your biggest assets, I would recommend talk to people like Jorge or talk to people like me. Shop around for the top agent and see where you feel the people have knowledge and will help you the very best, selling or buying. It's the same, just flipped over, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, Jorge, I know I got you out of a class. The language of sales.
Yep. So
Awesome.
if I get expelled from this class, it's because of you, Julia.
It's
You owe
because
me
of
lunch
me.
if I do get kicked out of class.
I owe you lunch any day of the week already. Was so nice chatting with you. I love that you're a forever learner. That's why you're in class right now, and that's why I'm putting you on the live, because you and me are always learning. We are always trying to give our clients best service. So thank you so much for my very first live, Jorge.
Thank you, Julia. It's always a
Thank you for your
pleasure. Great,
opinion.
great talking to you. And if you ever need me, I'm here.
I
One call
know.
away.
I know. Thank you so much. You have a good day.
Bye
Bye.
bye.